Excuse me. Is this how I get the wine down Wednesdays? I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the bee barrel. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the bee barrel. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, the leaf is in the leaf.
And suddenly the cook is on fire.
The leaf is in the leaf. I don't always have vanilla, but when I do, it comes straight from the bee barrel. When I do, it comes straight from the bee barrel. The leaf is in the leaf.
Hello, everybody.
How's everybody doing out there?
Premier Hell. I'm watching you. How about them apples? Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming in. Is Premier Hell from you?
Yeah, he was over there with me. He's
Okay.
he was up there with Wayne with me on mine.
Okay. Hello, everybody. Let me start at the top of the list. Moon of Miami. Thank you for coming in. The Bob is here. Star is here. Prepping. P2E. Thank you for coming in. I got a raid. Whoop, whoop. Thank you, Premier Hell, for coming in. Fishes is here somewhere. Old Ways. What's up, girl? Shawnee Shav. Thanks for coming in. The Grammy's here. There's not many people I would stay up for this late for on Friday night. Oh, I kind of flattered. That's really cute, Grammy. Thank you. Happy Friday, y'all. Let's see. Gray Man's here. I don't know who that is though. Oh,
I don't know.
Thank you for coming in, Susie Jacobson, and Kaylin. Thank you, Kaylin Strain.
Oh boy. Oh, quick question for you, Courtney.
I might have an answer.
Do you like this?
Not really.
I know it's an acquired taste, but that's what I'm eating to help me deal with all my sugar cravings. There's only for sugar 2 grams for 3 squares of this. There's only 8 squares in the box, so
yeah,
that's about this. But that's 3 squares right there, and there's only 2 grams of sugar in it. But
nice.
With this, it's enough to make me stay away from the honey, the sugar, the other snacks. So I wasn't sure if you like this level or not. I got turned on to this by my wife. She actually takes something a little bit higher than 97.
Oh. See, I just don't. I'll tell you what my issue is. I don't crave sweets. I don't really like sweets that much.
Yeah.
What I'd rather have is freaking potato chips. That is my freaking. That is what I go to, and I hate that I like that.
Yeah.
But that's my go-to, and I don't even keep potato chips in the house because it's that bad. So
I used to, when I was working construction, I was addicted to sour cream and onion Lay's potato chips.
Yeah. It's so
And
easy.
I finally got over those when my wife started buying these ones from Sam's Club, the on the border tortilla chips, the big ones. Because hey, we throw a bunch of those on a tray, sprinkle some grated cheese on it, dump a can of chili over it, more cheese, toss it in the oven for 10 minutes, and boom!
Yeah,
Snack City.
I call those ghetto nachos.
And but now, well, I've cut just about all corn out of my diet, and some of the other stuff that was starting to give me problems. And I'm down to 198 today.
Nice.
Yeah, now 165. I can see 165 by the middle of summer for sure.
Okay, so I love nachos, whether ghetto or not. Yeah, those are the cheap ass nachos. The ones that you just you have some chips, you throw some cheese on them, and you put them in the microwave. Oh my God, you can eat whatever you want. Just see the facts. Hey, okay, go down the river. Hey, Jeffrey, thanks for coming in, dude. And who else is up in here? Washed my butt in the. Oh my God, dude. Bob, you have to get up here because I made a little video thing for you. It's hilarious.
Tibor's in the house.
Who?
Tibor.
Hey, Tibor. I didn't see you pop in.
Yeah, he just came in here a little bit ago.
Thanks for coming in. Dump nachos is what my ex called them. Yeah. Yeah. Chips are my downfall.
Yeah.
And I really, and I wouldn't consider it a downfall because it's really good, but I love sunflower seeds. And I love them mainly for the salt. I just love salt. So
here. No, it was over there yesterday. Eli would not eat anything I fixed for dinner and then he came in the kitchen and he kept saying, no, and then he saw a bag of chips and he pointed at it. those chips. Okay, here you go. And the big old smile thing, he just sat there and he ate, came back, more please.
Yeah. Oh man. Okay, so I did a change up of hours and days and stuff like that. After March 8th, Tammy and I are going to continue with the Blue Ribbon canning show. She had a job, so she couldn't do it on Fridays, and so it was cramming into everybody's schedule. So after March 8th, we are doing the Blue Ribbon canning show again.
Okay.
Also, I am starting up a new thing Thursday mornings at 10 a.m. It's called Turds Day. And I didn't know if I really wanted to do that, but I already have the poop troop out there. So why not? And I'm going to tell you something. I'm really paranoid about the poop troop. I know I started it, and when I started it, I wasn't thinking, and I don't know if people know how to take it sometimes. We're all just joking around. It's funny, but I think sometimes people get weirded out or
they go like,
don't know how to take it, and I really think those people do not have a sense of humor whatsoever. I'm a gardener, and and this is the poop troop. Like, that just makes sense. However, people turn their nose up at it, whatever. But when I was like, well, I might as well just do Turds Day, and I just don't want people to think that I'm being disgusting, because I'm not. I'm just like a really down to earth kind of person, and I think it's freaking hilarious.
Oh yeah,
So,
I mean, we do so much stuff that is tongue in cheek too, comments and stuff. I mean, it's just like it's like watching Saturday Night Live. Saturday Night Live would do the poop troop.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think people get offended by it, whatever. So at first I didn't want to do Thursdays. I had to think about it for a while. So I am doing Thursday, and that's at 10 a.m. on Thursday mornings. Everything else is staying the same. I like this one that says everyone poops. Yes, I still have that. And yeah, I'm going to play it every once in a while.
Yeah.
It's not disgusting. It's funny as hell. Well, thank you. Quirky. To hell with oversensitive. Too immature to, yeah. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
It's really hard to explain. And I think that's why I haven't got sponsors or people
Well, I still think you ought to check with that one cereal that we were talking about a couple of weeks ago.
Actually, Passamaquoddy wrote them a letter asking them to check me out. So, I mean, I have people backing me up and doing really, really awesome things for the channel. And, but I'm fun. I'd like to be funny. The whole reason why I am like this is because this is the time I have to myself. This is the time that, for me. So, and when I am on here, I want to spend it laughing and having fun. I don't want, all seriousness and whatnot. So, yeah, at first I was like, oh, should I really continue with the poop troop? Is it offending people? So anyway, that's that.
Yeah.
Hello, Howdegarden. Thank you for coming in. I see you. And hello, Barry, my brother. You have to be funny in life. You can't always be serious. Yes.
Courtney, serious question here. How's the weather at your place right now?
Horrible.
Right.
It's pouring down rain, and it's cold. It sucks. And I was really freezing earlier. Like, not that I wasn't feeling good, but I was just like super cold and like, it wasn't good.
Barometer drops, you feel colder than you actually are too.
Yeah. That's exactly what it felt like.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay. So when Bob gets up here, I made a video specifically for him, and I'm going to do like a little blurb of Bob pooping around the world. And it's so funny that he thinks it's funny because he was in here saying that he was pooping. So.
Oh, yeah.
It's going to be great. Okay, so my new schedule, and I'm sorry I'm changing so much around.
Mm-hmm.
It's because of my son going to school, and staying up late is just not, I mean, I can do it tonight because obviously he doesn't have school tomorrow, but staying up super late anymore is killing me. So I can do it Sunday nights. Sunday night is my late talk, and that's at 11 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then Wednesdays are at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then I'm going to do Turds Day at 10 a.m. Yeah, Highland County had a tornado today. That sucks. Hey, Duncan, thanks for coming in. It was like that 2 days ago in Northern California. We were getting the warm air from the south. The ridge along the gap must be for both fronts are blocked. Ooh.
Okay. All right. So Thursday morning, 10 a.m. Friday. Is it going to be on yours or Tammy's?
It's on mine.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that. Sorry. Fridays at noon. So I'm doing Sundays at 11, Wednesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Turds Day at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then Fridays, me and Tammy have the Blue Ribbon Canning Show, and that's at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Here's the Bob.
The biggest dump I ever took was in Seattle.
Yes. That was perfect.
It
Perry
wasn't
Como.
Madrid?
No, that was in my pants. That was not a. That was
an accident.
Whoosh. The result of too much Spanish olive oil, man. Yeah.
Okay, so are you guys ready out there to see the little clip I have for Bob?
Thank you, Courtney.
So every time he talks about pooping his pants, I may play this. Do you always wear that much lipstick? I might. Does that bother you? Because if it does, I'm sorry, because I wear lipstick all the time. All right.
Never trust a fart.
Mm-hmm.
All right, and here we go. Here
Here
it
we
is.
go.
Pay attention because it's real quick.
All around the world.
Ta-da! Nothing to see here.
Manila to Madrid. Wow.
Yeah.
That's a long flight.
Yeah. All around the world. And then
All around the world.
I
There
dubbed
we go.
in your voice saying, ta-da, nothing to see here. I couldn't help it. I thought that was so funny. You're like, ta-da, nothing to see here.
Oh, I don't believe it. You know, they used to have that pink turd, smiling turd
Yeah.
for the YouTube emoji. Oh, there they moved it way down. They moved it way down.
Oh, Bob, you make me laugh so hard. You are so funny.
I am me. There's nothing fake here. There's only one of me, Courtney. That's it. That's all you get.
Yes, exactly. No one is like you, Bob. No one.
Yeah. Yes. So there I was in London on the freaking Tower Bridge, and I crapped my pants. I couldn't get to the end of the bridge fast enough. I'm holding them butt cheeks together. I'm trying to run. Poof! Off they went. There's your tea and crumpets, motherfucker.
Oh my gosh.
And Bob, I heard you scared the heck out of about 3,000 London citizens because they thought it was an air raid siren going off.
No. 1943, that would be scary. Mhm.
Don't forget to hit the thumbs up, y'all. And don't forget, you can be a Poop Troop member. Poop Troop members start at 99 cents. You can be a pooper for 99 cents a month. Oh. Ooh.
What's the matter?
Got it all repeated there.
Oh, did you poop just a little bit, or?
Yes, I pooped.
Okay. It's all right though.
Thank
It's
God
all right.
you didn't see it. You didn't see my lower half. Hello, Philian Clan Wolf.
Phelan.
Phelan?
That's Phelan. It's Celtic for wolf.
Oh,
So Wolf
okay.
Clan Wolf. I know he is. He was one of my scouts, and they used to play BattleTech, and
Okay.
Clan Wolf is one of the groups in BattleTech.
Ah, I see. Thank you for coming in. She's not really reading the chat. What?
Who said that?
I read the chat. Just
Yeah.
shake it out and keep walking like you meant to do it. Okay.
Well, it's like farting in an elevator. You know what the first thing you should do, trust me this works, is immediately turn your head and stare right at the person standing next to you and don't break the gaze.
Yes.
How dare you? How dare you?
How dare you? Oh my gosh, that's like Greta
Oh.
Thunberg.
I need a blonde wig. How dare you?
How dare you?
How dare you with your
Bob?
Did you watch that
Bob,
they made?
Bob, it depends. If it's
Did you watch
if
that they made a metal song out of her speech?
Did they really?
Yeah.
I want to watch. I want to go. Is it on YouTube?
Yeah, it's on YouTube somewhere.
Oh man, I'm gonna go
Metal
check that
song
out.
and Greta Thunberg because it's freaking hilarious. They like dubbed her in like she was singing metal. It's freaking hilarious.
Oh, Wayne.
Greta
Elevators
metal.
smell different to midgets. Thing is, Bob, if you're in an elevator, it depends. If it's a loud fart, you turn and quickly look. But if it's an SPD, you just kind of look around, down, you look at your shoes, not my shoes, and see how everybody starts checking their shoes.
I don't take TP as payment. However, my PayPal link on my page says "Buy me toilet paper." So if you choose to do so, I think toilet paper for a big thing of the generic great value Walmart size is about $20. So.
Oh my God! Yeah, there's Greta in a heavy metal song.
Yeah, it's freaking hilarious, man.
My message.
I love when they do that to the news.
I will be watching you. That's nuts.
All right, I gotta look for that too. What was the name of it, Bob? What's the name of it?
Oh, just type in Greta metal song. We'll be watching you.
Okay, also, if you're a member of the Poop Troop, you can take advantage of these wonderful emojis, which are all the drinks, the Red Lipped Club,
there's a bunch of them,
the floppy cheeseburger, the talk to the penis, snakes, beaver, and tomatoes and tombstones. Oh, and don't forget our wonderful poop emoji. Emoji.
Can we morph that into a emoji into a Japanese sounding? Emoji. Oi, karamasu. Emoji. Emoji-san. Oi.
But you have to say it and then go after me. Konnichiwa.
Godzilla.
Godzilla.
Oh God. Growing up, every Saturday for a while, they had every Saturday, I think it was, they had a Godzilla movie on, and us kids in school would have so much fun with that. You know, dun 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 dun. Godzilla, run fast!
That's the best part. That's so funny. Oh, totally forgot. I am doing the Giant Veg Challenge again this year. I did it in 2021, and I had some wonderful participants. Terry King and F&P Farms won. So this year I am also doing a Giant Veg Challenge, which the Giant Veg is going to be a carrot. And we want to see how big you can grow this carrot, how much in weight, and then also how much in length. So we're going to do this challenge. It hasn't started yet. I will let people know on Turds Day. And I'll let you know when it starts. Then you can start beginning to grow your carrots for the challenge. To enter the challenge, just email me. And when you email me, I will enter you in as wanting to participate. There will be an end date for it as well. But this is how big are you going to get your carrot, weight, and length. And then those people will get a prize. Yo, Keith Crunk, what's up? I bought 6 big bottles of that stuff. Is someone in the privates? Oh, who's in the privates? Oh, it's
I put something in the privates for Bob. Another Greta video.
Oh, lordy. Other than that, I mean, there's nothing really going on. I got some more videos going on. I haven't planted my stuff yet. I'm still waiting. And yeah, I'm still waiting for to plant my stuff. Oh, well, I forgot about that. Unfortunately, I'll be afraid that you cheat on me with a carrot. With a carrot? Okay, that's a little strange. How's the water up there, Whyde Family Farm? Okay, yo, I'm not anywhere near East Palestine, Ohio. I'm about 2.5 hours from it. And it's been raining all day, if that's what you're asking.
So the river doesn't even flow anywhere near you.
It doesn't flow up.
Huh?
It doesn't flow up.
So you're upstream from it. So yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Palestine. Wow.
East Palestine, Ohio.
East, right there in Ohio. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they had a huge train derailment.
Oh, okay.
That poisoned the entire radius water. It was actually, the derailment was carrying World War II gases on it, and it was the equivalent of mustard gas, and it basically wiped out the town. And they're still fighting over it and whatnot.
Oh, that's pleasant.
Yeah, and it's poisoned the Ohio River, and people are getting dead fish and whatnot. So it's a big thing.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
and what's in the river is going down. It's just killing stuff as it goes down, because when they burnt it, it turned into a forever chemical. It doesn't have a half-life, doesn't have a quarter life. It's that way forever.
I've heard a little bit about it. Yeah.
I am more positive about the Ohio River. It will eventually go away. I remember one time when I was a kid, the Cuyahoga River in Ohio here caught on fire because there was so much chemicals in it.
Oh.
Yeah.
I remember that.
So things happen. However, I just have strong opinions about the people there and how they need to be compensated, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to stand on my soapbox about it, though, and talk about it. But it's really sad, but eventually things will be fixed. It sucks, but things will be fixed. It may be over time, but things will be fixed.
Yep.
Lake Erie was on fire back in the 60s. Yeah. I wasn't alive back in the 60s, but I remember when I was a kid, the Cuyahoga River caught on fire. Yes, that was going to poison many states and the wildlife, and definitely not. Definitely not. On a positive note, have you shit your pants in the past couple minutes, Bob?
No, but I could be. It's very possible. I could put some effort into it if you like. All I have to do is think about sunny Spain and.
Oh yeah, and olive oil, lots of olive oil.
Nothing to see here.
Yeah, it sucks. Hopefully it gets sorted out and the people get justice. That's all I care about, is because, I thought about it. I had a trail derailment here in my town, actually a town next to me, but it didn't destroy anything. There was just a bunch of cars on it, and they all got destroyed. And the train hit a house, but nobody was killed in it. And all the vehicles on the train got totally totaled and whatnot. It took them like 3 months to clean it up, because they had to cut the railroad cars down and basically scoop them up and throw them away.
Oh, crane them out of there, huh?
Yeah, it was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
But it wasn't like a chemical situation like that. So.
Yeah, I remember a few years ago there was a derailment between Tacoma and Olympia, Washington. It was an Amtrak train,
Hmm.
Yeah, right off the tracks and killed a few people. Crashed down onto Interstate 5, I think it was. Yeah, same thing. But I thought we had this Build Back Better thing going on, didn't we? Didn't we have that?
Yeah.
That was like a
I
slush
don't know.
fund, a pork barrel full of money. Yeah, what happened? Oh,
I have
guess
no idea what
it's
you're
probably all
talking about.
Certain congressmen got better pools.
Yeah, I'm sure they did. Mhm.
So anyway, I'm praying for those people, and I'm hoping that they receive some kind of justice. And I can't even, this is the part that really gets me, is I can't even imagine being in that situation and owning a home there, because no one's gonna buy your house.
Yeah, it's like Love Canal many
Who's
years
gonna
ago,
buy
back in
no
the
one?
70s. Mm-hmm.
And then these people are just stuck there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, it makes me so mad.
Well,
along the same thing with the train and stuff. Yesterday morning, I ran into Idaho Falls, and I came back, and I have to cross the railroad tracks to get to my little city here. And there was a train was going there, and I just missed it because I had a slowpoke in front of me doing 53 into 55. And so I'm sitting there, I'm watching go by, and you know how the cars go like this as they go by, the train cars.
Yeah.
There was one that was doing this, and it was scary as hell as it went by. The bottom, it was just shifting on it. So there was something wrong with, bent axle or something, but it was going the bottom was going sideways, not the top tilting.
Remember, I told you about how those trucks that the wheels are in, they don't make them anymore. They stopped making them 100 years ago, and they have to go into a machine shop and be rebuilt. That's part of it right there. I can't believe they can't come up with a foundry somewhere that can pour that out and start making brand new ones. But rest assured, though, anything that a chemical engineer can design and get it into production, there are chemical engineers out there who can neutralize it. Yeah. They just got to come up with the logistics and get everything in place. It'll get cleaned up, but yeah, it sucks to be one of them people, man. Oh God, man.
Yeah. This is the first time I've lived by railroad tracks here, and Martinez, their railroad tracks. We look out the kitchen window, and a quarter mile down the road, we see the Santa Fe Burlington Northern Railroad tracks. When I lived in Southern California, we were 5 houses away from the main Union Pacific line. Mm-hmm. My mother-in-law's in Fremont. Across the street is the Southern Pacific line, and I've never seen a train where it's shifting like this, and it's tweaking the trucks a little bit as it goes by. Mm-hmm. It's like that was a scary. I go, I hope that one doesn't derail, because it was like a grain gondola, hopper, big one, and about 10 cars behind it were 20 tankers. So it's like, okay, we got either empty oil tankers or, some sort of petroleum things on it, because they had the red squares on it.
I pooped my pants in San Francisco.
No, you didn't. You just did it right on the street, like everyone else.
Oh well, better news. I got strings of lights, and I started putting them up out in the backyard. So I stopped part of the way through and strung the lights out, and I have to let that wire sit out there and relax, because they were coiling up as I'm trying to. Oh man, what a pain in the butt that is to do that by yourself. It's those little light bulb strings of lights, for security and stuff. So that was a good thing. Got to start on it today. Yeah. But then I'm very delicate. I got cold. I got cold. I want to go in the house. I got cold.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a couple of those strings of those 50-foot long strings that have the little LED screw-in lights on it. We got a couple of them that we're going to string underneath the house. So when we go down to the work, we just flip a switch and it's illuminated underneath. We don't have to take flashlights down there.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But yeah, those things. The first one we did, we took it down. We forgot to stretch it first, and we're like,
Yeah.
and my wife and I are
Oh,
down
it's
there
a
trying to
pain
string
in
it.
the. Oh, that's a pain. That's what I was dealing with today. Yeah, trying to get it out there, but I hung it up at different elevations, and I found that this is going to be, for security reasons, anyways. It'll be just about perfect at about 8 feet high. It'll really illuminate, and yeah. But yeah, the packaging deal with where that came from was like, come on, guys, did you do this just to mess with me? Trying to get it uncoiled, and they put it
No,
looped them around each other. Like, you smart asses. Yeah.
That's a practice one for the Christmas lights.
Yeah. That's why I don't do Christmas lights, man.
Okay, so Shawnee Shab wants to know if anybody here has ever had hernia surgery.
Yes, I have.
She wants to know what it's like. I don't know if she's going to have it done. I have no idea.
Well, just remember that it is a knife cut that opens your abdomen. The center core of your body is going to be severed, and it's going to take a long time to heal up. It sucks. Yep.
Yeah, but it also depends on how big the hernia is, because they're doing more and more stuff with the microsurgery, where they make a small incision and they go into the thing and the probe, and they go over to this part here and they work their way back inside. So the outside doesn't open up quite so much.
Yeah.
But if it's a really nasty one, then they have to open up bigger.
Mm-hmm. Usually they got to open it up bigger because they put a wire mesh in there for your muscle to grow in and reinforce the surgical site.
Oh, her 4-year-old is having it done.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm sorry.
Well, being a 4-year-old, it's probably not that big. It's probably just a small tear. Hopefully. Crossing my fingers for you. Hopefully it's just a
Okay,
small
Premier
one.
Hell, like, really, who are you? Because you're just saying random stuff in the chat. Like, some of it doesn't make any sense.
Let's go check out this
I can
channel.
rap. I'm fat. Like, what? Who are you? I mean,
Let's look at this channel. I'm sure it has no content. No, it does. It does have some content. But
interesting.
It's
videos. Well, it has some content.
Interesting. When I try to go to it, it comes up. This page can't be found. So I don't know if YouTube's acting up on my side. It says YouTube server's IP address cannot be found. So something's screwing up with YouTube here. No, I can go straight into YouTube, but
in San Francisco, 3.25 thousand subscribers.
Okay,
all kinds of weird looking.
Try and keep it decent. If you don't keep it decent, I will have to take it out.
All right, that's weird.
I mean, not that I want people on topic all the time, but it's just like random shit.
Well, look at the time of the night, Courtney. It's almost 9 p.m. here, and usually 10 p.m. in the U.S. is the drunkenese hour, when all the really ripped, wasted people.
I need to get drunk. Where's my drink?
I mean, ripped, wasted, and they leave all kinds of horrible comments on your channel, and about 10 p.m. It's usually when.
That's weird.
They get into the stupid hour.
One computer says it's at the internet. It's no longer connected on my one computer. That is really weird. Let me check my other computer down here. That one seems to be working. Wow, my internet is acting up here.
Oh, sorry, I was
doing Fishes, little
Do you
Florida
like this?
hottie. Hey, I'm flirting with a beautiful woman right now, Gil. Shut the hell up. Hello, little Florida hottie. How you doing? Good to see you. Hey, look at me. Yeah.
Why is that?
Appreciate it.
Hang on a second here.
Thank you. Can Gil see the channel yet?
Yeah, I can see it. He has legit shit, and he has 3K.
No, I know he's a legit channel.
Oh, okay.
If Gil could
All
see him. I wrote you something in messaging, Corky's.
It might be just that time of night here in the States where people get drunk and ease.
Yeah, it could be. Could be. Hey, Brenda.
Oh.
Johnny, I hope that goes really well for you, honey. That sounds scary for a mama.
Yeah.
Any of that stuff sounds scary for us mamas. And because it's scary for our babies.
I'm a durable person too there, Premiere.
Really
I've lost internet on 2 of my 4 computers here.
Uh-oh.
You're welcome, Shawnee. I hope we I don't think we really helped you in any way, but you know. Party is certain. We lost the Bob.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there.
Yeah.
Tibor, no, but he's come in and behaved in that way before because I've been in there when he has. So Bob might not be that far off. But yeah, Shawnee, Gil's right. They can do so much laparoscopically. So hopefully it'll just be like microsurgery that they can do on him.
Yeah.
I have to have my son checked out because he had the umbilical cord hernia, and make sure that all is good. The doctor seems to think so. I mean, she's never really over-checked it again, so.
It's really pissing me off here. I may have to go out and totally shut down my router and reload stuff again. Because I can go into the YouTube main page, but when I try to go click on somebody to go check their channel, it's not going there.
Oh, anybody's? You can't get it to
anybody's. I can't check on anybody's.
Okay.
And then when I go into there's certain things that just are not. It's not functioning. I can't check the weather.
Court, when you give the directions for your carrot challenge, are you going to tell them which ones they can grow? Maybe in that. Okay, so they can grow whichever.
You can grow whatever you want.
Whichever type. I like those videos of where they show the championship carrots. I think you and Dustin turned me on to those. I'm pretty sure.
They're so cool.
They are.
Okay.
They're pretty wild.
So I'm probably going to disappear here for a minute because I'm going to turn off my router and see if it comes back on. And so I'm going to try not to step out, but it may kick me out. But we will see what happens.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know what that means. He's partially kicking himself out. I can't do that on my computer. That's pretty wild.
Oh my gosh. So the carrot challenge is coming up, so watch out for the information on that. And then
now that Tammy's not working, is she gonna do some more like hands-on stuff with the blue ribbon canning? Do you think you guys will do like that?
Yeah.
Hey,
Whoa.
you got some open.
Hi.
Ooh.
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, you've got audio. Well, now he has no audio. Star, if you can hear us, just make sure your YouTube is turned down, the volume, if you have it open accidentally. Oh my gosh. So anyway, is Tammy gonna possibly do hands-on stuff?
Oh my gosh, I'm sorry. I can hear them trying to get on, so give me a second.
Okay.
What were you saying?
Is Tammy going to be doing any like tutorials now that she's not working? Like when you guys are doing the blue ribbon
I don't
can?
know yet. I think we are. I know
Okay.
I'm going to be canning some stuff. So
Yeah, I remember you've done that before, and I just figured it was because she was busy.
Yeah.
We just had a little power glitch.
Oh.
We've had high winds all day, so yeah.
Yeah.
Weird.
That's, Barry had the same thing he was saying too.
Oh, Barry too.
Yeah, Barry put a video in showing the winds coming through. But he was I said, is the power line close to the tree? He was like, I wish it's closer to his house. And it's like, that's always no good. No bueno.
No bueno. Look at Star out there in the sunshine.
Right?
Man. Yeah, you smile, man, but you are the most hated man in America right now.
Was it nice? Good, Kaylin. You guys deserve it. Some of you northern cold states.
I can hear sirens outside, so probably a traffic accident. Oh, he's got a slingshot.
Oh.
It didn't kick me out.
Yesterday we were discussing about this.
Darn it.
Okay.
That is the weirdest thing on his. Is it because he's on a phone, I guess, and it's Melon?
Okay, Tibor. No biggie.
Yeah, I'm going to the market to get some chairs.
Oh.
I don't know whether you can hear me.
I can hear you.
We heard about the chairs.
Yeah, the chairs.
Okay, so the chairs broke in the summer. I mean, because of the heat, we left it outside. The plastic kind of melted, so we're gonna get some good chairs this time.
Oh, yeah. Your audio is really wonky.
Yeah, because I'm using my mobile and Melon sucks.
Oh, okay.
I only use Melon for coffee.
Yeah,
Do you
his
have
plastic
two-
chair's melted.
Do you have two tabs open, Star? Because it sounds like an echo coming back through whenever anybody else talks as well.
The sound effect.
I can't even repeat that.
Like riding on a helicopter.
Except it fades away really quick. It's like
I made that sound on purpose. It's like thinking sound. There's not two tabs, there's only one tab.
Poop, poop,
I'm on
poop.
a alcohol.
He went silent as I tried to poop, poop, poop.
Well, see, that's what you get for living in such a warm climate. That's what happens. He's outside enjoying the sun. Well, we're freezing. Yeah, I know. Not fair, man. Not fair.
Yep. Hopefully it'll be our day tomorrow, I hope. I don't know. We had a really weird gray hazy day today. It was just weird.
We've got 37 degrees here with high winds. That's why, setting up those security lights has to wait until,
Yeah, the high winds are no bueno up on
You know it. It goes right through your clothes, man. Just freezes you.
And I just got a weather advisory pop up for Saturday through Sunday. Winter weather advisory with high winds.
Oh, thanks, Garrett.
The people drink and they fly in the wind. How does it work?
Courtney, when the power went off, I missed you terribly.
Oh, yeah?
I missed you. It's true.
You should be able to find her, though. She glows in the dark. Just look really hard. You Northerners should be able to find each other.
I'll be back.
All right, Star. Peace, man.
Take care.
going shopping.
Ooh, enjoy yourself.
I missed your smell.
My poopy pants smell, huh?
All around the world.
Ta-da! Nothing to see here.
See here. Nothing to see here.
Hey, Bob, have you been to New York or someplace on the East Coast?
Yeah.
All right, Courtney, now you need to go from Madrid to New York and then back to Portland.
I wish I had the equipment and the software to do like some pins on a map. Because I would totally have done that.
Gil probably knows how to do that. Or he could figure it out.
Yeah, there was I remember a fella, he's off YouTube now, but he started off with his video when he went to visit his girlfriend overseas. Shows him leaving Idaho and flying overseas. And it was really entertaining. That was the start of all his videos.
I could do it. Yeah. I wish I could do those special effects too. You should maybe add in a flushing toilet. Nothing to see here. Or that. Or nasty.
Yeah, you can grab this sound bite if you want to, Courtney. You ready?
Yeah.
How about or I can elongate it if you like. Just a minute.
He's got that down pat. That's pretty realistic sounding, Bob.
What's a familiar sound? I crap my pants in the laundromat, Barry. Come on, you know.
At least you were in the right place. Just throw it right in.
Yeah.
Just throw it in the dryer with somebody else's clothes.
I'm sorry about that.
Somebody else's clothes. I'm gonna throw my underwear and pants in their clothes and leave.
The night before you had corn, so like bits of corn in your socks.
So you smell that going throughout the laundry?
Oh my God, that's my gain. What is that?
It smells like detergent. It smells like Downy and shit.
What
does that smell? Left and poop?
Yeah. Gain and shit. Could you
ungrateful.
I would be so irate if I go to check my dryer in the laundromat and somebody had done that. Like, I'm going to the airport. I'm leaving. I'm not coming back.
That's how you.
I wouldn't really do that.
I know you would.
Mm-hmm. I wouldn't really do that. Wouldn't really.
No.
Yeah, sure. I'm sorry, Garrett. I wasn't paying attention to the side chat. Prayers for you.
You're right back.
I'm like stuck in the tabs now. Now that I went over to YouTube, I can't find my way back. This darn.
Uh-oh.
It's all right. Usually you just look for the little thing that's making noise. I don't see it. I can't find Melon.
Oh, jeez, Carol.
I know. Like, what the hell? Where did Melon go? That's weird. Okay. That's what happens when you leave tabs open on your computer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I've done that more than once. You know, and then discover I've got like 20 YouTubes and a Tubi and 2 Netflix and 3 Facebooks. And like, oh man, what did I do?
You just can't leave well enough alone, can you? You just got to push every button.
That's
Mhm.
right.
Even the one that's red and it says "Do not push."
Don't push
See?
the shiny red button.
Oh, I found the shiny red button. There it
The
is.
shiny red button. The beautiful
No.
shiny red button.
No. Is that it? I thought it was supposed to be.
No, no.
I need one.
No
more.
means no.
Put it right next to the bedside table.
No, 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 no.
That sounds like me when I was dating, you know.
Yeah. Hands off. Babe.
Hands up. Mhm.
I can only handle one of you at a time. Well, maybe two, but just two of you at a time, please. That's what it was.
Two of you. Oh my God. One is enough.
They're still in your Always. If I press that red button, though, he would freak out, hear that voice in the middle of the night. Jump about 50 feet in the air. Just like I would.
I need that button. Duncan, why aren't you a mod in here? Like, I've known you for like 3 years. You need to be a mod in here. Like, what the hell? Boom. Never push the red button. Never. Never. Never, never, never.
Yeah, that's what they tell a certain potato. Whose name will be nameless. Yeah, we're supposed to have to go back to the weather. We're supposed to have 89 tomorrow. High at 89 already. We're gonna have a hot summer, like hotter than usual. It seems like. And I don't know what's gonna survive in my backyard other than what's meant to survive in the tropics, like the bananas and the everbearing mulberry and the moringa and stuff. I don't think many northern plants are gonna make it.
Moringa.
Moringa.
Moringa. Chimichanga. Moringa. Chimichanga.
I speak Spanish. Chimichanga, taco, enchilada.
¿Dónde está el baño? Baño, baño.
My stomach is muy mal. It's very bad. I drank la agua.
You know Tijuana agua. Yeah, Tijuana agua. Mm.
It's like a raging fire out my puta hole or butthole.
I need TP for my bunghole.
Whenever you say that in Spanish.
Hindi ko alam. TP for my bunghole.
He's on fire.
I just have that mentality that I found Beavis and Butthead show just irresistible. I absolutely love that show.
Yes.
Which show? I missed it.
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, yeah. Right? We all go into our Beavis and Butthead mentality here and there.
Mine's never left. It's always there. It's always there.
Bob said, "But."
You said, "But."
I asked him what happened. He said his fat finger accidentally hit the big red X.
Yikes! Oh my goodness!
I heard sirens.
Hey, baby.
I wasn't a fan either, Kaylin, when it was on.
Oh, I very love it. That's good. Hey, baby.
Is that how he's
Yeah, women usually didn't like that show. Yeah, the women usually didn't like that show. There's like, oh.
Well, you guys had that and Jackass. It was like,
oh, hell yeah. Jackass.
all guys liked both those shows, it seemed like.
I remember we took the family to the Jackass Part 3 or something like that to the theater. My wife put her hand over my daughter's eyes about 80% of the movie because all in that movie there were so many swinging dicks in that movie, man.
Really? I didn't know that.
Yeah, there was. They're everywhere.
I was like in 6th grade where I somehow talked my parents into taking me to Porky's.
Porky. Oh,
they
yeah.
didn't know what it was about, and they sat
Mhm.
down way in the front, and I don't know if they were too embarrassed.
At least it
They were
wasn't Debbie Does
laughing at-
Dallas.
Mhm.
What was that, Barry?
At least it wasn't Debbie Does Dallas.
Oh, well, no, of course not.
They would know. They would know all
Back
about
then,
that.
you
Yeah.
would have been in a special theater where the guys take the popcorn out of the
Yeah. Mhm.
that wouldn't be in the regular ticketed theater. But yeah, they were red though. Since like the end of the movie, my parents' face were just
Gil, did you
Oh.
have Premier Hal on your panel?
Yeah,
yeah, kind of got kicked off though.
You did.
not this time.
Not this time.
I'll invite you up, but I'm telling you what, I'm not a pushover. I'll just kick your ass out. So you
Peace.
can come up and you can be decent, and you have to show your face. If you don't show your face, you're not getting up.
Never mind.
How about them apples?
This
Keep
is
my
the
mouth
face.
shut.
If there's any.
He did have to close the door because his kids in the next room are making a lot of noise.
Hey, Porky,
Yeah. What's up?
I sent you a private message.
Okay.
on
It's my
Facebook.
briefs from Madrid.
Wait. On
Is
where'd
that
you
why
send
they
it?
sound so crusty?
Facebook.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, they're a few years old and they're not fresh, but here you go.
It's like beef jerky on here. I'm just pulling it right off. They're still good. I'm gonna put this out in the garden now. It's aged enough.
Fruit of the loom compost. What do you know?
Actually, David the Good said if you're wearing 100% cotton, you can compost it.
I suppose you could. Yeah.
Like all those synthetics, you got to watch out for. But underwear, if it's I guess you have to cut off the elastic bands. But the rest, 100% cotton, it should eventually disintegrate. What happened? It's gone silent.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys. I'm sorry, I just got the mod chat too, so I'm inviting him up. If he is obnoxious, then he can just sit down.
Indeed. I forgot my tea tonight to go with the crusty snacks that Bob wanted to share with us. Ew. Checking all your security notes. Okay.
I really wish the scanners had not, the law enforcement had not gone
You
to
got
digital.
Oh, look at that. Bob already put it in the blender and made some compost out of the
Oh,
crusties.
look at that.
Yeah.
Is that the paper ones that you made?
Yeah. This is all paper and cherry tree bark. Yeah. Mm-hmm. It is a delicious combination.
Hugo Homestead, hello.
Howdy.
I believe it.
Office?
Yeah. A lot of them do. Like trying to get work in Hollywood. Crazy. Hollywood.
Okay, so I guess he's not coming up. Should I just delete the link?
Yeah.
Si, senorita.
Indeed.
Barry, you shocked me. You did a great Beavis. Man, that I was impressed, man. That was good.
Show has corrupted me. A lot of TV and a lot of movies have corrupted me over the years, so they will creep out.
What
from time to
glitches
time.
out?
Are you on a phone, Premiere?
Melon
No,
doesn't
he-
work with everything, so
Yeah, it
he
doesn't.
has a big computer system, so he's
Oh, it should then.
yeah.
Gil, did your internet straighten out, or
Finally, I'm here,
Yeah.
right?
and everything's in here. So I'm not sure what the glitch problem is.
Well, before
Are we
all
having
this,
sun farts?
Yeah.
that's what I was kind of thinking because I'm on fiber.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't be affected by the weather, but it's been up until today, which is crappy weather. But before the crappy weather, the past couple of days, I've been like going from, fiber to dial-up.
Yeah.
And if it wasn't the upload, it was the download speed. It was like switching back and forth, and I was ready to call them.
Wickershire, Wickershire.
Some of the problems with the internet right now is I've heard that they are adding lines and stuff, and you're doing stuff. So they're working on something, and every now and then stuff gets screwed up when they're working it.
Yeah.
And then they got to go back in and fix stuff. But
well, every time that they make a change to the internet, they will have to restart everything. So
yeah,
you're gonna get times where everything's shut down, and you just wait a few minutes, it comes back up.
and that's basically that's why I restarted my router, and it cleared it up. And someone else was telling me the same thing, that it's they're having to restart the router every now and then while they're doing this work, because it's affecting the routers, and not the routers aren't automatically reconnecting like they're supposed to. So you just got to turn it off, turn it on, and they go, oh, we're working now.
Yeah, that's the problem I'm having with this one here. But and it's funny because it's brand new. But think of your neighborhood, everybody that's connected. Think of them as a network in your house. Okay, you have 6 computers, right? Let's say, for example, in your home network. Well, if something goes wrong, everybody goes down at once. It's the same thing with a neighborhood internet connection. You're basically on a larger, version of what you have in your home. So anytime they make a big change, they have to restart everything. So it all takes.
I'm gonna do lettuce, Wickershire. I'm not gonna do spinach because we don't eat it fast enough. And then what I mean. But I'm definitely gonna do lettuce, and I'll be planting that soon.
The 6 lettuce plants I got growing in the house are off the friggin' hook. Tomorrow I'm gonna have to take a big bag across the street for the rabbits, because it's just more than I can eat. I've been having salads.
Is it mescaline? Which one? What did you use a mix?
No, it's the Grand Rapids that I'm growing.
Okay.
And they're just like going, ooh, we're doing it. We're in good soil. We're going.
That's awesome.
Yeah, Melon, FYI, Premiere, Melon does not work with phones. That's why Star had such an issue on here.
Yeah. And still some of the internet thing. I mean, they're like, it works okay for Chrome, but it doesn't work for Firefox hardly at all. And it works okay with the Edge, Microsoft Edge. But the other one was someone said it was having a problem with it. One of the real smaller ones is because
Tom Sizemore. Oh, wow. He was 61. Sorry, Gil. I didn't mean to cut you off.
Sorry, I'm on another page. I was trying to look up what Garrett said about Good Burger. I think he meant the Good Burger Kid.
Yeah.
Slim down and stuff. I was trying to find something.
I just tried to look up the reviews for the gummy bear, the sugar-free gummy bears.
Sad,
and Amazon will not let you search it on Amazon.
What?
For those reviews. They blocked it.
What?
Yeah, remember all those funny
Yeah, they were
funny reviews?
hilarious.
However, if you go out and you Google it, because it's still the links are still out there forever.
Yeah.
You can find some of the links, and you can go back into some of the stories, and they're just still you can find
You
them
can
that way.
you can go to Wayback Machine too.
Yeah, the Wayback is another one. But yeah, the as far as Amazon itself, they've kind of blocked them all.
Yeah.
But for internal searches, but if you come in from the outside specifically, it'll go to some of them.
Are they still selling that product after all those bad reviews? That's why. Okay, then that's why.
No, the problem is they were afraid of getting sued because people were buying. They were selling out of it because people loved it for practical jokes.
Oh, got it. They probably had to relabel it, maybe.
And they're supposedly, the company, Harball, whatever it's called, is re-engineering their stuff.
There is Wickershire. There was these gummy bears, and they had like a specific sugar-free
sorbitol, I think it was,
something in them, and they were basically making people shit their pants.
Yeah.
But not everybody. It affected like 30% of the people had a reaction to it because that chemical was like half a molecule off from a laxative.
Yeah. Any of the like xylitols, anything that ends in that like the alcohol.
Yeah.
Let's say sugar alcohol can do that to people.
Anyway, there's a bunch of reviews about the gummy bears. And people, I mean, they're freaking hilarious, but they apparently blocked them. So.
Hilarious. Google it, Wickershire. You'll die laughing.
These special gummy bears will make you shit your pants, even in the laundromat.
Here we go.
Dirty underwear.
All right, here is a link to one of the reviews. I went in from the outside. The title of this link is called "See You in Hell." Haribo sugar-free gummy bears, and it is a long one. The guy is taking ate some before he went in for his exam at college, whatever. Yeah, it's making noises, and it's absolutely hilarious.
And it's
there is the link right there. I just put it in, and yeah, it is funnier than heck.
I'm just remembering how quiet it was during exams in college. That would be awful.
Yeah, and he goes, and my stomach did the, and everybody looked at him, and he just marked C in the last 15 questions, dropped it on the thing, and ran out of the room. And the professor hollered at him. He just kept on going to the restroom.
Same. That's why I do old ways, because I did that to myself with xylitol one time when I was trying to get off sugar. I put it in my coffee.
Do you have any pictures?
No, sorry, no. All picture destroyed.
It's like organic medicine. Use it as ink patterns for psychology. Oh my God. What do you see now?
I see the angel of death.
Yeah.
I don't see much, but I sure stinks.
I see myself praying to the porcelain god of the toilet bowl. Please deliver me. I feel like a rocket's going to come out of my butthole.
I love that. That's good.
Oh, my God.
Oh, we're making the Wickershire laugh.
Oh.
I must be copying.
Upon my poor anus.
The mayhem. Did you just copy and paste that? I think you did. Sounds like one of theirs.
What's with corn wings? What?
Corn wings? Ooh.
We did.
I think he meant my rocket would have corn wings. That's
Breath is kicking.
The one next to me. She's the one with the issue with corn.
Oh.
Here's the title of another one. Just don't, unless it's a gift for someone you hate.
And that's probably what people started doing.
Mm-hmm.
Repackaging them really nice.
You're the angel of death with corn wings.
I like this. It felt like my delicate starfish was a gaping maw projecting projectile vomit torrent of flood of toxic waste, 100% liquid, flammable like napalm. It was actually a bit humorous for a nanosecond, and it went on for hours.
Oh my God.
That'd be horrible. There'd be like nothing left of the person if it just kept going and going. I hope to God if they're writing a review, they obviously sipped on water in between.
I mean, it's like the has anybody had drank that liquid you're supposed to drink before you go in for the exam?
Colonoscopy?
Go light.
Now we just give you these gummy bears. Enjoy. We'll see
There's
you tomorrow.
not enough toilet paper.
Yeah, at least the gummy bears probably tasted better than that stuff for the others.
Yeah, the Clo-Lace drink or whatever. Now I think they give them the pills and they have to not drink as much of that.
Yeah.
I'm at that
They
age.
probably just started giving people gummy bears. Here's a sugar-free gummy bears.
That's what I'm saying.
Eat this 5-pound bag.
There you go.
Oh yeah, they're no longer commercial.
Oh, yeah.
They're medicinal now, so you have to have a prescription or
Yeah.
that's where they went.
What's some of our cleansing bears? Yeah, I better believe it. Yeah, P2A. I heard too many stories. I don't want to do that ever. The only time I had to go and the other way was when my gallbladder was bad. So I was already clean because everything was out. What is that one? A film, or is that? I can't see what that emoji is.
That's the
Nuclear.
radiological.
Oh, pretty much. I guess they did tell you to stop drinking. I can't move.
She was told immediately to stop drinking it.
I know, that's what
Poor
cracked me
Whyde.
up. At what point did you call them? Like, how did you reach them?
Yeah, how did you reach the phone if you couldn't leave the toilet, huh? And by the way, I want proof of that story.
That's right. Where's the video? Where's the video for YouTube?
Where's your YouTube video? Huh?
911.
Pictures, or it never happened.
All right, there's another one. It's bad too.
Oh, you poor thing, prepping to endure. Yeah. Yeah. Awful. But thank God for that test. Too bad it's all that prep that has to happen before. What's funny is everybody's like, no, the twilight sleep was great. The test was fine. It was all the night before. That was absolute hell.
It was a single toilet stall, and they came looking for me.
Because nobody could get in the room, probably.
They had to mask up. And I'm not just talking those paper things.
No.
It was an N92.
Yep. At 900.
One gas mask with cartridges. They were like, shh.
Cartridges?
Yeah, like Darth Vader-esque.
So World War II, mustard gas, mask.
Thank God, old ways.
Problem is with some of these ones here, I would bet I don't know if you saw the movie the Wonder Woman, the first one where they're testing they're testing the gas on the guy and the mask starts breaking down.
Just smell like Professor Clouseau's nose in the Pink Panther.
Oh God, yeah.
Friends is dying. Everybody's very much enjoying your story. Oh, that's horrible.
Like what's coming out?
I would say you achieved the goal.
You are so freaking funny.
Mommy, I see prostitutes. Oh dear. Yeah, what happened? Where am I?
Oh God.
Mama, are those hookers?
Careful where you point there, Bob.
Oh yeah, sorry. No, not here on the panel. No, not on the panel. Not on the panel.
Oh.
Well, my OnlyFans is
Matt.
Matt.
Dang it. I'd never get that lucky.
Oh, yeah.
Those girls have to work for that money.
I'm sorry, Garrett, if we are offending you or making you throw up right now. We are the food group.
Yep.
Don't point that finger, says Duncan. Don't point it.
Oh, man.
I left my heart. Yeah.
I left my poop.
You also don't want to pull this
better.
weird.
Was laying there watching on the big screen. He said, "You are squeaky clean," and I said, "No shit."
No pun intended. Well, it works. You should write you should look that up on like a medical site and write a review for it.
Write it on a medical site. What, like
it sells it to hospitals? Extremely effective.
There's Google places where you rate a place you've been to. You say, this is the best place I've crapped in my whole life. Highly recommended. 5 stars.
Is that a Taco Bell review?
Make sure you pin it too on the map.
Oh my God.
Put shit here again.
Oh my gosh. Too funny. Yeah, you could make some recommendations for the place to enlarge their bathrooms, put in filtration, maybe a pull cord for while you're there on the toilet.
How about a sewage drain in the floor so so the liquids just go.
While you stand up to grab your phone out of your purse. Oh no, it's on my pants.
Oh man, I say.
I do believe I've cropped my pants and my shoes too.
Look, Percival, I seem to have pooped my pants once again. Drat it all.
Ooh. They wanted to put me asleep. I told them, oh, hell no. Nah, I don't trust you. Oh my God, they didn't put you to sleep for it? You just let them do it?
Did you stare at them the whole time? Bob would have done a great job at that.
Oh yeah.
Bear down on it, Bob.
Is that all you got? Come on, hit me, goddammit. I'm paying all this money. Hit me. Come on.
I knew we stepped into Bob joke territory. Oh my gosh. Yes, I have to say that's like the best drug ever, P2E, is that twilight sleep. It's like there's no you're like, oh, that was just the best sleep I've ever had in my life. I was out for what?
Mm-hmm.
So
thank you.
Bend over and spell run slowly.
One of the reviews I was just reading here,
Sorry.
it ended. One of the reviews I'm reading here, it ended with a sentence: "If I go back and finish the bag off, I'll probably leave a suicide note."
Mm.
Oh my god.
Well, that's some good stuff, man. Yeah.
She was leaving a trail around the nurse's station.
Oh, last time I had a colonoscopy, yeah, they stuck the IV in, and I was watching the nurse up there, and she getting. I go, "Oh, you just put the medicine in, didn't you?" And yeah, I did. And I said, "Oh, if I die, it's okay. I've made love on 3 continents. I've danced in the streets, had a great life." And then the doctor
Oh,
knows
sorry.
my wife. She asked me, "When you were making love, was it always the same partner?" And I said, "You've got to be quiet now. Filipina's very jealous." She was a Filipina. She knows my wife, you know.
Yeah.
And all the nurses burst out laughing, and I woke up in the recovery room. Oh, wow. Like,
Like you went out like that. That's awesome.
yeah, just that quick, because I could feel the medicine kicking in. She goes, "Were all those times you made love overseas with the same woman?" Shh. My wife's Filipina, and they're very jealous. I was pretty sure she was, you know. And I said, you know, and I heard the last thing I heard was all the nurses and the doctor laughing. It was a female doctor. She knows my wife, you know.
Yeah. Oh gosh.
Trying to get
No,
me
I
to
want gummy bears,
confess.
but not those. That's for sure.
Yeah, trying to get me to confess to something, you know, under medication.
Exactly. That's that mafia for you.
It is. It is. You can't get away with nothing, man. They got eyes and ears everywhere. Those little sneakies, little brown and sneaky.
Probably had their little camera going on their phone, one of them, while you were right there.
Probably. You know how they are about internet, man.
Yeah.
They're right on top of it.
Oh,
Yeah.
Mr. Bob.
Yeah, she probably sent a little video to my wife. Good thing going in. Ugh, man, this is your husband, you know.
Would you like us to check for anything else while we're up here?
He had a tattoo inside of him. It said,
Exit only. If all else fails, pull the cord.
it was a tattoo of a lady boy
Oh my!
inside of him.
Oh Lord!
Yeah, he's a little creepy.
Oh yeah.
I think you're having an anesthesia flashback, Bob. It's
I
okay.
think it could be. I'll
Yes.
I'll try to keep it together. I'll try to keep it together. Yeah.
It's kind of hard when you're always shitting your pants.
I know. Should probably drink some water. A little Gatorade, maybe.
Little Pedialyte. I have some
Yeah,
Pedialyte
Pedialyte.
in my stores. Yeah. Mhm.
Yes. Oh gosh, no cell phones. I know, back in that day. She probably would have filmed it. Oh my god. It would have. Well, no, they wouldn't have been able to put that on AFV back in the day. Oh, it's mostly like kid jokes and stuff. I'm not.
Okay, good. Peace out, dude.
Okay.
I think I'm gonna make an executive decision on that one right there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's obnoxious.
For the stories you're about to venture on. She just showed Bob crapping across the world. What are you talking about? They know what they're getting into. All manner of poop stories are allowed in the poop troop. Well, no, I take that back. There's some that are not allowed.
I should not. You won't be responsible. Or wait, what? After this will be. I'm not responsible for the I'm not responsible for the stories you're about to venture upon.
Do. You've entered the poop zone.
Exactly.
Oh, I've been so hooked up on Pringles and I'm not supposed to have them. They're in the house and it's like, oh, I know. It's like a drug. And I like both. I like sweets and chips. Oh, and especially like Pringles or Munchos.
Yeah. Well,
The texture.
why aren't you allowed to have Pringles?
Pringles have like it's not gluten, but it's a wheat starch in them.
Come on.
And it's inflammatory. They're not really gluten free. Like
Oh.
technically gluten free.
Yeah.
They're delicious though.
I can't move. I got Tommy.
Those Pringles?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Frijoles.
It's wheat something. I can't remember what it's called. Wheat starch.
Chimichanga.
And wheat gluten is the protein. Wheat starch is like the sugar, or turns into sugar.
Yeah.
So it just is like a little bit inflammatory. I could maybe get away with it, but I eat too many and then I'm sore. Yeah, I like the lightly salted too. Prep you to enjoy. Me too.
Yeah.
What makes you sore?
The wheat, like wheat.
Oh.
From wheat.
Oh. It has maltodextrin in it.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
What's
that's
what,
no,
what's
that's
up with
corn.
maltodextrin?
Maltodextrin is a cornstarch.
Maltodextrin is a highly refined carbohydrate from either wheat, corn, or rice. And several doctors are, and even if you look on WebMD, says it's bad for you. Yet it's a filler. It's a filler in a lot of stuff.
Okay, well then I guess I'll cut it out because my diet tea that I use, the
Yeah.
Lipton diet tea, has it in it.
Yeah, because I went through and I've just about got all my vitamins now without it. But it's a filler they put in some of the vitamins. And then it's also in a bunch of cereals, so I've gotten rid of it.
Maltodextrin is bad, but it's not. For gluten-free people. It's
You see your tail of the world.
It's for corn people like you. No, you shouldn't have it at all.
Come here, right here.
Well, the thing is, though, it's also the maltodextrin isn't made just from corn. It's made from wheat, rice, and corn.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
this
Okay,
one's
well,
wheat.
I'll make sure.
It says the last ingredient is wheat starch.
Yeah, I see that. I see it here. I got it pulled up here.
So wheat starch is maltodextrin, just another name for it.
No. The maltodextrin is a highly refined carbohydrate from either wheat or rice or corn or combination
But then how
thereof.
can they get away with putting that in tea? That's supposed to be diet.
It's a filler. It's just a filler.
Yeah.
So, yeah, the one thing that's still in that I take is the glucosamine. I'm taking the Sam's Club Members Mark brand, and it's like the 15th item on the list, whereas the actual Ostro Bioflex is the second item on the list. So there's a lot more in the name brand item than there is in the Members Mark knockoff version.
Yeah. I can enjoy these teas, and I won't get too sore.
Well, I really like that diet tea, but I don't drink it as much because I thought it was giving me bladder infection. So I only drink like a little bit every once in a while because I have a whole freaking canister of it. So.
What else is in it?
I don't know.
Oh. Could it be that you've just crapped yourself too much and become dehydrated?
No.
like those other dieter teas that happened to some guy coming home from college, and his sister had that made in the fridge as an iced tea, and he didn't know it. And he was working out, and he was like, "Gosh, I haven't felt so good since I came back, but this tea is great that you have in the fridge." And she was like, "Yeah, you might not want to drink any more of that."
Yeah.
Keep me regular and lose weight. Like, I won't get too sorry. All right, Garrett. I'm eating them, for goodness sakes, Garrett. I'm shoving them anywhere. Although it is called Pirate's Booty.
Oh, that stuff is so freaking good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Those are all my kids' snacks. That's the problem, is when you have kids and they want snacks. And I usually try and get, pretty decent ones. Dad brought home the whole box from BJ's.
I can't have those because I end up eating like the entire box.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. That's what
I promised myself, like, I'll only have one.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, won't hurt anything. There's a billion of them in there.
Yeah.
And then before you know it, you ate the entire box of little mini Pringles.
Mm-hmm. And they're so expensive because they're individually wrapped.
Mm-hmm.
Like those, yeah. Yep, that's what I was doing.
All right.
I think it was stress too, with Hannah graduating and just wanting. I'm still waiting for them to give her the receipt that we're in the clear.
Barry, can I hear a Beavis? You around, Barry? Can I hear a Beavis?
I think he ran to the bathroom.
Cornholio.
Once you pop, you can't stop yet. I ate one of the tall cans, we'll just say, that I got for her to replace the small cans. Oops.
All right, I'm going to slide out of here because I got some stuff to do in the morning. Hopefully, I can get it done before the snow hits. But
yeah, I'm sure it's gonna. Gosh, you guys have been hit with snow this year. Just hit with it.
Oh yeah, I got more snow piled up out here than I have any other year, and I still got another month or two to go of snow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
So, but everyone says this has been a very unusual year. So,
yeah.
All right, everyone, have fun, and remember, don't eat more than 5 of those sugar-free gummy bears.
That's a really good word of advice there.
That is. Did you mean at a time?
Have a good night, Gil.
Night, Gil. Bob didn't listen to the advice again. Who's going to bring in his Pedialyte this time? He got into those gummy bears again. It would be horrible. I'm so glad that wasn't around when my dad wasn't in his right mind. My mother died. That would have been awful.
Uh-oh.
Oh.
She
must have hit
glitched.
the wrong button.
She hit the shiny red button.
Or the freaking internet's crapping out.
Yeah, look what happened. Look what happened to mine a little while ago. Everything just went for a quick second, enough to reset everything.
It was weird.
Nope.
It really could be the internet. I don't know.
Them damn gremlins again. Damn those gremlins. Hate those things. Hate them. Yeah, spring can't get here fast enough, Corky. I got projects lining up like those lights. Hang them up outside for security and stuff. And man, I tell you what, the wind was just going right through my clothes today. Sucked. It's like, man, this sucks. My hands are frozen already. I'm gonna go back in the house.
Yeah. More power to you, Billy. What? Oh, screaming. Oh my gosh. Can't wait for, I know. I can't wait. Can't wait for the weather. Tired of being cold.
70 degrees, yeah. Yeah, the wife asked me the other day, do you want to go back to the Philippines, stay there for a while? I don't know. Yeah, but no.
Rainy steps. from Ontario. Hello, Rainy Steps from Ontario. Thank you for the $6.99 super chat. I appreciate it.
Coolness. Very cool.
Thank you.
Did you lose Fishes?
I guess. She might have lost the internet. Lost my internet. Oh, I'm sorry. That sucks. The internet, yeah, it seems like pretty crappy tonight.
Yeah, West Coast first, then Fishes on the East Coast. Yeah, it's them aliens, I tell you. them damn balloon flying aliens.
Yeah.
I think Beavis is behind it. At work one day, this friggin' screwball I worked with, he's sitting there reading the paper at lunchtime, and he burst out laughing, and he goes, "Oh my God, look at this guy!" And he shows a picture of this guy. He looked just like Beavis, just like him. I mean, identical. He's got big scratches on his face and stuff. And he goes, read the article, man. You won't believe it. This is Beavis." And it said that man was arrested for a home break-in and was thrashed by the homeowner when the homeowner came home, because this man was found dressed in his elderly mother's clothes he had stolen from the upstairs bedroom, sitting on the couch when the guy came home from work. And there's Beavis sitting on the couch, and he had all these cuts on his face from crawling. He crawled through blackberries to get into the house, went upstairs, took off all his clothes, and dressed up like the grandma in that.
There's a meme floating around with two people that look like Beavis and Butthead. That's what they would look like if they were human. It's scary as fuck, I'm telling you. I was like, whoa.
But if you think about it, back in high school, almost everyone knew someone who was like Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
Just a couple of morons, just complete morons. I did. I knew quite a few.
Bob, that's normal neighbor around these parts.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Crawled through the blackberries, got all cut up, broke into the guy's house, went upstairs to his elderly grandmother's bedroom, dropped trowel, got dressed like the old lady, and when the homeowner came home, dude was sitting on his couch, dressed up like his mom. I wonder why he thrashed the guy before the police arrived. I just can't imagine why he would do that.
It's an old lady like that. My God.
I can imagine that before the first punch was landed. Damn it, Beavis.
Shut up, Beavis.
Shut up, Beavis.
I'm sorry, Fishes. Internet sucks tonight. I guess it's the solar whatever.
The sun is being an ass.
Yeah, I had to restart my laptop when I got disconnected.
Oh, really?
Uh-huh. Yeah, then it finally searched around. My security system came on, real quick, and then all the other stuff started tick, 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 coming back on. Melon too. Oh man.
That sucks.
I'm curious what the sirens were for down at the end of the road.
Oh God.
towards, yes, mess land.
Oh boy, yeah, you could figure. Could be anything.
I looked for flames in the sky, but no such. I mean, it didn't happen.
We didn't, not this time. Yeah, that's the first sound I heard on my security system as soon as it came right back up was sirens. I think that's why we lost power. Somebody probably drove into a power pole out here somewhere.
Well, the dogs were howling long before I heard the sirens.
Oh boy.
So they always hear it before we do because their hearing's quite a bit more sensitive than ours.
Yeah, it is.
I'm never curious about the sirens around here.
Well, it doesn't happen that often. Old ways doesn't happen that often out here, and when it does, that's the first thing I think of is the riffraff down the road there.
Oh yeah.
It's kind of wishful thinking on my part. Could be kind of cruel thinking that way, but
I understand.
All the crap I was going through here the past year and a half, or year and what, 3 months.
Yeah, I left. I last place we lived was Dopeyville, man, and I understand. There's wow, you just never know what's going to come. You just don't know, and after a while, you get hardened to it. It's like I used to say I can't believe what I just saw, but yeah, now it's like
no, because they'll come at you with something to top that.
Yeah.
Or if they don't top it, at least they'll come up with excuse me, they'll come up with something that they've done before, and you're like, didn't you learn the first time you did that?
Right. I remember one time sitting there in the garage shop and my audio alarm started tripping. That means somebody's moving around on that side of the house. And here comes this woman wearing a backpack and carrying a butcher knife about that big in her hands, walking between our houses. I was like, oh my God, man. Just honey, don't stop. Don't come in here,
She was holding a butcher knife?
A butcher knife, walking fast, walking over towards where they rent rooms. Yeah.
Wait, at this place?
That's scary.
The last place we lived, Barry.
Oh, the last place. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw her walk past and I just like, what would happen if she stopped and she turned right and came into my garage. I mean, I wouldn't have a choice. I heard her screaming over at the supermarket before she came my direction. Went into a meltdown and she's carrying a butcher knife, walking over to where she could go buy some dope. It's like, oh my God, man, don't stop, keep walking. That was one of the funner moments living there.
That's really scary.
Yes, it is.
That's when you were hoping that that big cat was out there.
Oh yeah. Take that one down. I won't stop you.
Yeah. I hope it doesn't make it sick.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I heard someone screaming at the supermarket going into a meltdown, and a few minutes later, my audio alarms go bing bong, and it's like that's the one at the front of the house, bing bong, near the end of the house, and she comes walking by. The blade on that butcher knife was that long, Courtney, and it's right in her hand as she's marching along, pissed off. Like, oh my God, man, what next?
It sounds like one of those grilling knives. I've got a set. I've got a set for my grill, and it's got the tongs and the fork, and then it's got the knife. And the knife is ridiculous long, and I never could keep that damn thing sharpened.
Probably was because, like, one of my neighbors said that somebody went through his barbecue thing, rifled through everything, and probably where she got it was on somebody else's barbecue on their deck.
Heck?
Yeah.
I mean, this dude come up here. He's the son of the guy I get the wood from. He comes up here and asks me for money so he can go to a doctor's appointment. I'm thinking, yeah, right. You're going to go to a doctor's appointment. You've been hitting that stuff pretty hard here lately. Like the doctor doesn't know that you do that.
Oh, doctors can tell,
Yeah.
Yeah, just by looking at someone, I
I
can
said,
tell.
no, I don't have it. I'm saving for a car, dude. So every penny is called for. And,
Yeah.
okay, well, sorry, to bother you. And I'm like, you know,
No, you aren't.
No, you're not.
exactly,
No.
because he came up here 3 or 4 days before that.
Mm-hmm.
And I wasn't in a good mood then.
Yeah, Wickeshire. I don't know. I the only conversing I did with those people at the last place we lived was show them the 45 and say, "I'm home. Don't come in here. I'm here. Do you see the gun?" That's the only conversing I did with these people. You can't get caught in a conversation with them.
Oh, no.
And after these folks are on meth long enough, their mind just scrambles. They'll never come back. You know.
Yeah, the last the conversation before this visit was about who's banging who, and I'm like, I don't really care. I said,
Yeah.
you know, I live up here on this hill by myself for a reason. I said, I don't like being bothered by anybody.
Yeah.
And I said, yeah, and I'm like, you know, the landlord doesn't want people up here. He wants the renters up here. He doesn't want people just randomly coming up here rummaging through things.
Mm-hmm.
He still didn't get the picture.
No.
Like it didn't pertain to him.
No.
So.
And you can tell him the same thing 3 days later, and it ain't going to make any difference. He can't remember even having a conversation.
I can't even catch him. I can't even catch him sober enough. You know, if he maybe if he's sober, he'd remember. But no.
Yeah,
My old house, I know what it's like to live next to meth heads. For 2 years, I lived next to meth heads, and it was horrible.
Oh, it is
horrible.
It's hell.
I tried to find every way to get them to move out because they were renters. And they would bang on everything, like as loud as they could at any hour of the night. Random screaming down the driveway, laying in the middle of the street.
Yep.
Just horrible fights. Just loud singing, obnoxious, just horrible. And I lived like that for 2 years with these people. Finally, in the city that I lived in, I did more research. I started videotaping them. That's what I started doing. And I publicized it on Facebook so everybody could see what they were doing.
Yeah.
And then I started doing that. And then I found out in Akron, where I used to live, if you call the police 3 times on a rental property, the landlord has to kick them out or the landlord will get fines. So I called the police on them 3 times. Well, the last time I called the police on them, he threatened us with a gun.
God.
Nice.
And when he did that, I called the police and I told them that because he did. And they showed up with 5 cops with their guns drawn. And I just told them the situation. I showed them the video.
There you go. That's the thing. The video will get it.
Because what was happening, I don't know if they were listening to the scanner or if they could hear me because our houses were so close together. But every time I would call the cops on them, they would go back in the house and pretend like they weren't home. Every time.
Yep.
And the police were like, well, they're not home. And I was like, really? And at this point, I got my phone out and I was like, really? Because 5 minutes ago, they were just doing this.
Yeah. That's why you remember that stalker of mine. He came to my door like 4 different times, and as soon as he would do anything inappropriate, he'd immediately leave. Immediately, he'd pull out. You could see it in that video, the last video I caught of him. He'd pull his keys out of his pocket, and he confronted me, and immediately left the area because he knows the law well enough to know that the police are not going to go look for him. If they find him in the area, then they'll do something. But he knew very well. I mean, I'm not the first guy he stalked. But yeah, they know the system. They know the system. The cops have got too much to do to actually go look for him. Oh man, we lived in that house for over 10 years, and the last from 2016 on was awful. It was just the worst, and it was. I thank God I was retired and I was able to stay there and guard the house. You know,
Yeah.
but
I
I learned a lot. I learned a
I
lot.
yeah, I did too, actually, of it
Mhm.
just about people. I mean, this guy, okay, this this guy was a truck driver, okay?
No way.
He was a truck driver, and he was on meth. What would really make me mad is he would at like 5 a.m. or like 4 a.m., he would drive and park his big truck outside of his house and blow his air horn.
Nice,
He was a piece of
nice.
work. He was a piece of
Hmm.
work.
Yeah,
And I called his company and complained, and basically the owner told me to go F myself.
yeah, yeah.
So
Um,
I did what I could do. And then, okay, this is another thing. When they finally moved out, like the entire rental that they had was just trashed.
yeah,
There were
yeah.
holes in the wall. They had a sink just filled with nothing but silverware. Explain that one.
Wow. Yeah.
Um, now it's mandatory that landlords clean a house, and after it's been cleared of drug users, they have to actually have a company come in and scrub it down because that stuff lingers in the house, can make you sick.
Oh yeah. It's all chemicals, dude. It's
Yeah.
all yeah. Well, chances are that the owner of the trucking company was probably selling the dope to the driver. That's
Yeah.
why I told you to F off. You
Yeah.
know, don't mess with my money. You know, that's my customer. You know. Oh man. Yeah, I learned a lot. When I lived in another city way out there, there was an old couple. Man, they passed, and just before they passed away, this young man showed up, and I understand it was his son. And he when he first arrived, he was clean cut, okay, and then he got into the meth, and the parents both died or had to go to a nursing home or whatever. And boy, he went full blown. He had even sawed a hole in the back door where he could pass the money in, and he was making it there. I'm sure he was. And mysteriously, one day, just about the time I was going to work once, it's funny, his lawn caught on fire. The grass that was about this tall in the middle
Ah,
of August, it must have been a lightning strike in the middle of August. I wonder what happened.
hmm.
And then, because his place was then surrounded by fire department, police, everything you can imagine. And less than a week later, he's gone. He's gone. And then and his house sat
Hey,
there
Garden
vacant
Seeker.
for a long time, and they had to bring in an excavator and take the house out and about 3 feet of soil below it and the garage and haul that soil away. I understand they put it through a burn process, and they had to burn that soil because he was definitely cooking there. You know, but it must have been a lightning strike in the middle of August. I wonder what happened. Hmm.
Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I told that story. None of it's true. To a coworker of mine, and he said, "Yeah, it's like the crack house behind my place. Mysteriously, the roof caught on fire one night." I said, "Really, dude? Yeah. What a just funny things happen."
Yeah, oh man, I lived in hell with those people living next to me.
Hmm.
And they were from the get-go. See, I owned my house. They didn't.
Yeah.
So from the get-go, they were hell. As soon as the day they moved in, they were loud, obnoxious, and I was like, "Oh God, I hope this works out." Like,
Oh yeah.
I lived with them for 2 years next to me.
Mhm.
They would put their trash can, because we lived really close to each other. So they'd put their trash can on the other side of my house, which was technically my yard.
Yeah.
So anytime they would throw anything away, they would slam their trash can really hard. I mean, they were just
Yeah. I had neighbors like that too. Mhm.
unreal.
Yeah, the neighbors next to us in the other city I lived in, they were a cool couple. They just moved from Salt Lake City, and he worked for out at McCord Air Force Base, civilian employee, and he was a civilian employee for many years. And she would go wherever he got reassigned and all that. And they started going to this bar not far away from the house. And pretty soon, I'm sure both of them were on meth. The behavior was there. Divorce came. He kept his pension as long as he would give her the house. She got the house. She had to go to work at a 7-Eleven, and that's where she met this family that she rented the house out to that family. It was just like you were describing, Courtney.
Yeah.
My my ex-wife went over inside the house with the owner of the house filming. Oh my God. She said that well, I remember during the wintertime they broke out all the windows in the house and they're living in there. And they broke out all the windows and they're still living in there. Yeah. And that was
Wow.
like, good Lord. And it was such a shame because one 4th of July, the man of the house came home drunk and his wife confronted him out in the front yard and he began to beat the hell out of her right out in the front yard. And the kids are all upset who we've had problems with those kids because they tried to steal shit from us and they were awful. And I remember I looked over the hedge and I said, "Do you need help? If I could remember the phone number for 911, I'd help you." But I just stood there and yeah, and these kids are all upset and he's got her down and he's pounding her in the face. And I went, "Do you need help?" "Oh, I can't remember the phone number for 911. Sorry, I wish I could help you." And I did that. Oh my God, man. Oh.
My neck is killing me. I'm so sorry, guys. It won't pop. It's killing me.
Mm.
Sorry, laughing, thinking of that scenario.
Yeah. It really wasn't funny, but I had no compassion for these people anymore. Not absolutely none. No compassion. None. And yeah, I remember the rats started showing up, and I recall that they never put their trash cans out on the curb, and I found out why the rats were showing up. It's because for about a year they were dumping their garbage behind the outbuilding. There was a mountain of rotting garbage behind that outbuilding. That's where the rats came from because they were eating out of that garbage.
Oh God.
And they got into my garage once, and it was like, oh, geez.
That's horrible.
Mm. Hmm. Oh, downers. Oh, I learned so much over. I guess God puts them people in your life for a reason because you need to learn a
Mhm.
lesson about something. You
Yeah.
know.
Yeah, I think so. I
How do
mean,
they?
I really lived in patience with them because I didn't realize that they were doing drugs at first.
Yeah.
I thought because they had a bunch of kids there. And I thought it was just a family. Maybe she lost her job and he is the only one working. Like, so it was like, they're just a big family. But it was a 1 bedroom like house.
Oh my Lord.
All right. So after a while, I was like, and then like the drugs, you could just see it.
Yeah.
The screaming in the middle of the street. One
Hmm.
time, like the ambulance showed up with like 5 police SUVs when he was in one of his fits.
Oh man.
So, and then he started doing weird stuff like camping out in his backyard in the middle of the winter with no fire. like just weird druggy stuff, you know.
Yeah, like breaking all the windows out of the house and in the winter and living there. They didn't even put plastic over the broken out windows, and they're still living in there.
Yeah.
At least now I know. I know immediately as soon as I see someone. Oh yeah, you're on something just by the look, by their appearance. I can see it. So I learned a lot from those years. So far where we're living is really pretty cool, but I'm I'm I got some of that flag garland I put around my gazebo, and I'm gonna. Let's just put it this way: it seems like it's too good to be true to live here. Does that sound rational?
Yeah. Yeah.
So
After what you've been through.
yeah, and I've got a gap by the garage door there, and it's summertime when it's hot. I like to keep the garage door open, and I'm have to make flag garland to go across the opening so that it's obvious that this is not, and same with no trespassing signs to protect myself.
Mm.
And I just ordered some heavy duty stainless steel safety wire.
Yeah.
I'm going to make some treble hooks out of it, and hang it up on the garland across, so that if you can't see the flags, if you can't see the signs, and you come through that, it's going to hang up on your clothes and stop you in your tracks. Because I'll give you an example. One thing I learned from the elderly lady who used to live down the street from us in the last place. They were having a birthday party at her house, and she was a tight family. She had adult kids who would come over, and during that party, one of the sons walked out in the garage, and the dude's in the garage because they left their garage door open while they went in the house. That's the cardinal sin. Don't ever do that. And the guy pretended like he was mentally handicapped. Do you understand?
Yeah.
I'm my mommy, and the guy turned around and walked away. And this guy was not street smart. The son was not street smart. He says, "Oh, I hated to yell at him, but he pretended. I think he was retarded." No, he wasn't, dude. He was going to rob the place. He was in there robbing the garage. Well, why would he pretend like it's like you're a freaking moron, dude? You better tell your mom to close that garage door every time she goes in the house.
Yeah.
But why? I mean, this guy's like 40 years old, Courtney, had no street smarts whatsoever. That's why the garland and all that stuff, same with the meth zombie gate,
Yeah.
I welded together in my last place, doing it again. We're going to do something like that again,
Yeah.
because you imagine, if you club somebody really bad or pepper spray them or whatever you got to do, and they put that act on in court. Well, I don't know, my mommy, they'd hang me, they'd hang me.
Wow.
They would, they'd hang me out to dry. The courts would say, you assaulted a mentally handicapped man. Well, he went through a bunch of garland and fish hooks and signs and obstacles, Yeah, what do you think I'm going to do? My wife's in the living room. I'm not going to run out the back door and leave her stranded in here with this guy.
Yeah.
Those are some of the lessons I learned over the years. Don't underestimate these people, because as soon as they find a method that works, they change it.
Yeah. It's hell. It really is hell living next to people like that.
Oh, the burglar who went into that old lady's place next to mine, he was not handicapped, but he knew he could bullshit this guy who was not street smart, and wouldn't get attacked or whatever, and the guy just let him go. Yeah, he was not mentally handicapped. They're smart. Just like the guy that walked into my place in 2016 when he was leaving, he was waving at me, "Bye, buddy. Bye. See you soon. See you later." Bye, acting like he knew me, so that none of the neighbors would think anything suspicious was going on. These people are smart. They know what they're doing. Yeah.
Sounds horrible. Oh, I meant not street smart one.
Oh, the not street smart one. Oh, what a dummy! I mean, what an absolute dummy. No, it's okay. He was just lost looking for his mom. No, he wasn't, dude. He was robbing your mom, and you didn't do anything. Sorry, but buddy, you're gonna get your ass whooped if you walk into my mom's house, man. You're gonna get your ass beat. You know. Yeah.
Yeah, that is actually a really scary situation right there.
Uh-huh. That's how these guys are in this area anyway. They'll walk right into your place. You don't dare leave any doors unlocked. Never. You can't. You know. But yeah, that's one of the projects I'll be working on soon is making some kind of a barricade like that that's easily
Yeah.
seen. You know. But in the meantime, you know what I'm working on right now, Courtney?
Sure. What?
Some trellises out of the cherry wood that I cut down out of the tree. And these are going to be cool. All this cherry wood is for free, costs me nothing. I just peel the
Yeah, you
bark.
said you were gonna make steaks and all different kinds of stuff out of that. That's really awesome.
Yeah, This is all cherry. I'm letting it dry right now. I got a bunch of it peeled. Let it dry, and here I can show you a little bit. Right there's some of the wood I got already put,
Nice.
ready to assemble, and a whole bunch more
Are you
branches over there.
are you gonna keep them around for a while, or are you just gonna throw them away after the end of the year, or
Um, well, I was thinking of maybe finishing them off, burn them, and then hit it with some boiled linseed oil to preserve them for a few years because we're only going to be here for maybe 5 years. So I'd like them to last about 5 years and then get them out of here. You know.
yeah. Well, I was just gonna say if you're gonna preserve them or anything, I would like char them really good so you
Hmm.
could like keep them around longer, but
Yep. Yep. I do that with my hammer handles and everything made out of wood. As I scorch it and then dunk it in boiled linseed oil because it keeps them. Boiled linseed oil kind of hardens the wood even more than it already is. You know.
Star got some new chairs.
Right on. Yeah, he
Yeah.
said
Cool.
said his chair's broke.
Oh, they got a 1-year warranty? Wow.
Right on.
There was a druggie that broke into our house. He bit my husband's nose off. It took 5 days to get a warrant for his arrest. And the only reason they did then was because I started calling the newsrooms. Wow. That
Uh-huh.
is legit, Duncan. Oh my
Yeah.
God. That's
Mhm.
horrible. Wow.
Yeah, it was a real eye opener over on the peninsula, Washington State. He was retired chief master sergeant in the Air Force. She was Japanese national. They've been married for 30, 40 years. He retired from the Air Force and they started opening a brewery. That's pretty common here. Microbrew, you know.
Yeah.
And one night a guy came in their back door and gunned them both down, killed them both. And he stuffed their bodies into the trash cans outside. And they showed this guy in court. He he was on pretrial release for multiple break-in and entries and stealing guns from other people's homes. They put him on pretrial release, and then he went and broke into somebody else's house and got the guns, broke into these victims' house and murdered them both in their house. You know, and it's like, yeah, that's law enforcement. Or I shouldn't say law enforcement. I blame the courts. There is
Hey,
a big
Shadow.
difference between the police departments and the courts. The courts, I no respect, none. I'm sorry, but I
Yeah.
just don't have any respect for them.
I kind of understand that
Mhm.
because this is a completely different thing. But I was in a car accident. Let's see, probably about 6 or 7 years ago
Mhm.
now. No, it's probably been longer. maybe more like 10 years ago. I had another car and I got in a car accident. A girl hit me in the parking lot. Well, she had just got her nails done and she backed up into me and hit me. Well, I got out of the car and I looked at the damage and there was damage. So I said, I think I'm gonna have to call the police and get them to come out here and take a look at this because
Yeah.
there's some damage. Oh, okay. She gets in her car and she drives away.
Mm-hmm.
So it was a hit and run.
Yeah.
Well, I'm smart. I took pictures of her license plate as she was driving away. Well, the police came and showed up. Well, there's cameras everywhere in that parking lot. So they have it all on tape. And then I got the close up. And then she's an idiot and signed in at the hair salons. And now everybody knows her name. So I had to get 3 estimates on my car.
Yeah.
I also had to pick her out of a lineup. Right? Because whatever.
Yeah.
Nothing ever happened. I got no money for my accident. I sent them in all the paperwork and nothing ever
happened. Yeah.
So she got away with that.
Mm-hmm.
The car was registered to a house that didn't exist anymore.
It was stolen.
Yeah.
Yep. Now, I got in kind of an argument with Gil on his live last night about the courts. And okay, here's how it works in Washington State. Say that guy who murdered that couple over on the peninsula. He had already been arrested a couple of times for stealing guns. Now, if that was me who did that, now I've got a pension, income, all that stuff.
Yeah.
They would have put me in jail and extorted as much money out of me as humanly possible to release me back out, But this guy was a fugitive from California, and they just well, he's got no money, kick him out. It's that corrupt here. It's that corrupt in the courts here. It is. He's got no money. He's got no property. We can't put a lien against anything. We can't force him to pay 30 grand to get out and get bail out of jail. But just go. No bail. Pre-trial release.
Same deal with my Jeep. I will never see compensation for my Jeep again. I won't get my Jeep back. I won't get compensated for it because he's got nothing.
Yeah.
There's no point in it. Would be a civil court case,
Mm-hmm.
kind of like small claims. Even though the vehicle's worth, the blue book value, it's worth somewhere around $4,000.
See, that's what they want you to do, is just turn it into a civil suit, because that employs more attorneys.
Yeah.
It's an industry, guys. The courts are an industry, a money-making industry. I have no respect for it anymore. None. That's what they wanted you to do, Barry, was go to see a lawyer, drop $5,000 in cash on his desk, and then start from there.
If I had $5,000, I would have already had a vehicle now. And I would have just, like I'm doing now, said, oh, well, it's a lesson learned.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's how much every one of the lawsuits that I got against me from the ex-wife was at least $5,000 in cash as soon as I walk in. Bam. Yes, ma'am. Yeah.
That is so much money.
And every time she filed a civil suit against me, I had to pay her lawyer bills and mine.
Plus court costs.
That's right. God bless America.
That's another thing. I would have had to pay court costs because more than likely they would have thrown it out.
Yeah.
Well, they wouldn't. My stuff that she filed against me, they wouldn't shut it down until I agreed to paying her lawyer bills and mine.
God.
Otherwise, it would have been perpetuated for each lawsuit would have been perpetuated for more and more years. You got that?
Yeah.
Yeah. When I fly out of here for the last time, I leave nothing behind. Absolutely nothing. It sounds bitter, but it is,
I'm
because
disappointed.
that lady went against me and my wife because we were newlyweds, and she continued that for years and
Yeah,
years.
but I'm disappointed, Bob.
Mhm. What?
You're not even going to leave some dirty trousers behind?
I might. I might throw them into
The note that
the
says Bob shit here.
yeah. might dump them off in a local courthouse. I haven't crapped my pants in court yet.
Oh,
Holy cow! There's a mile.
the burning sack of shit on the court steps.
Oh, Duncan said the same guy who broke into our house hit a cop's wife with his car. He had no driver's license, no car license, no insurance, and got away with it.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
I bet in all honesty he didn't, because you know how cops are. You know how cops are.
Oh, well, I'm sure he got something nobody saw.
Yeah, nobody saw something, but I bet that cop took his badge off with 2 or 3 of his friends and went and found that guy. Yeah, you know how cops are. I'll bet he wasn't walking right for a little while.
He wasn't walking right for a while. He was walking left all the time. He could only turn in circles.
Yeah, you're right, fishes. It's we're communists. And well, the one of the judges that I had for one of the many lawsuits was, he was wearing high heels under his robe. I mean, no question about that. He was one of the radicals, and wanted to see me, especially as soon as he opened up the file and it said Boeing employee. Oh, even though I'm paying more than half of my income in child support until the boys were 21, didn't make any difference. It said Boeing. Oh, well, you're going to pay for everything, mister. Yeah, that's one of the things that I mean, a few years into this, an old friend of mine saw me years later, and he goes, "Dude, why are you so bitter?" So, why am I so bitter? This has been going on for years. But what? Can't you just forget? No, I can't forget about it. I can't, because I mean, there were times when I had just enough gas to get to work, and that we had food and rice. We had bread and rice in the kitchen. That's it until next payday.
Yeah.
And we both had a good income. Well, can't you just let it go? It's like, you go hungry, and it's all legal. It's all done by the legal system. It's like, oh, man.
And then you
I mean,
make too much money for food stamps.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I would not have been. No, I would
I'm just
not have
saying, like,
ever
so
been
if
considered.
something were to happen and you did need the food,
You
you make
no.
way too much money for food stamps, but your money keeps getting sucked away.
I want to tell you something, Courtney. I've never told anybody that, but we went over to the Catholic Church more than once, and got free food.
Well, you have to do what you have to do in certain
Yeah.
situations, Bob. Nobody would ever judge you for that. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If they did, then they're an asshole.
Yeah, and I mean, the education my missus has, and mine being a senior Boeing employee, and we had to go stand in the bread line because of this stuff. God bless America.
It's not really America's fault. It is the government and your state, though.
Yeah, the courts in this state are really bad.
It's not supposed to work that way.
I love law enforcement. Don't get me wrong at all.
Yeah.
I love the cops.
But I know what you mean. I know it can make you hard towards that because it's upsetting. It's upsetting.
I'm standing. We both had a good high income, and I'm standing in the fucking bread line, and all that stuff was legal because it's an industry. The courts are an industry. But can you imagine being a cop though? You arrest these people again and again and again, and they take them to jail, get them processed in, and then they release them right back out. You know, I mean, how frustrating would that be to be a cop? How frustrating would that be? You know,
Yeah.
because I remember I witnessed a guy breaking into my neighbor's pickup truck. That was the last time, the second to the last time I ever called the cops. I saw him break in there, stealing tools, and he walked off. The cops did show up, and I pointed him out down the street. Yeah, that's the guy. They caught him about a block away.
Yeah.
And I said, well, how long do you think he's going to be gone? He goes, the senior cop goes, dude, a week, maybe a week and a half, and he'll be right back out again. I said, the courts are doing that? He goes, yeah, of course. It's all up to the judge. And about 8 days later, dude's right back in the same neighborhood, right back by my house again. Can you imagine being a police officer and have to, and just like, what good am I doing here? You know, but yeah. Gee, Bob, years ago you were so happy. Why are you so bitter now? Walk a mile in my shoes, buddy.
Yeah. I get it. Sorry, guys. My neck has really started to bother me. I don't know why all of a sudden. I think it's just sitting here. I need to like.
Yeah.
It won't crack. If I could just get my neck to crack, it'd be wonderful. Billy, you sound like you're. That is all sort or one's funding our court. Yeah, it's very frustrating. I can't say things on here because it's personal.
Yeah.
But I get where Bob is coming from because I kind of been through it with my husband.
Yeah. You were in the same situation like my wife.
Yeah. So
You know.
I kind of understand it.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah, man. That went on for years, and it was, yeah. Well, why are you so bitter, Bob? Yeah, we can talk. I think you mentioned that just a little bit
You know,
to me once off camera, Courtney. Yeah.
and they wonder why, you know, around here they wonder why I want to be left alone.
Yeah.
Yeah. The same here. Yeah,
I've
same.
got a great bunch of friends on, you know, YouTube, and you know, why why waste my time with people I'm gonna have to repeat myself with, or have to protect my everything that of value that I have is stored in a bedroom that I don't use anymore because I can't leave it outside.
I get it.
It would be picked up and sold somewhere.
Yep.
For their next fix.
Mrs. is home. Yeah. I get it, Barry. I get it. I had to. Oh man. I had so many welding projects over the years just to be able to lock stuff up inside of my home, you know. And here's my wacko sister-in-law overseas. Bob, why don't you go out and go to church and converse with people? I found out exactly what she was later. And I said, I have been out to church groups, and I don't care for that because I'm happy being alone. I don't trust people. Well, why? And I said, well, one of the things I've run into church groups is that, well, some of them immediately ask, well, what's your income level? Where exactly do you live? And when she goes, oh no, they're just trying to get to know you. And then I went, do you go to church? No. So what the fuck makes you think you can tell me what to do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right back, guys. I'm gonna go kiss my missus.
Yeah, north and south, life gets to you. Try not to be like that though, because you're such a sweet woman. You really are. But yeah, try not to be like that.
Also, I'm probably gonna catch hell for this somewhere down the line, or maybe even here. But I don't want to be associated with people who do dope, you know,
Yeah.
because I don't want someone to. And it's already been assumed. It's already been assumed. Somebody spread a rumor that I was a big drug cartel, a boss or whatever the hell they call them. Okay, so why am I sitting here with no vehicle in this little house? I should have a great big fancy ass house and
Yeah.
money falling out of my damn pocket. Hell, that brand new Grand Wagoneer that came out here last year that I've been eyeing. I just don't want to, and that right there is the reason I don't want to be around those people. Because you're associated with those people, and it's automatically assumed that I do dope, but I don't.
I know you
that's
don't.
shit, and it still pisses me off to hear people say it.
You don't, Barry.
You were running around so and so you must be doing it too. No, not necessarily.
Yep. They can smoke a turd.
Oh my God, I think the wind finally died down.
Oh, yeah. I think it has here, too. Now it's just cold.
Yeah, it's cold. I've already been out there a few times. Oof. After it was 70-something degrees today, then bam, it dropped down to 30-something. It's not fair. I want the warm back. But our overnight temps are going to be just as wacky as the daytime temps, but at least they'll be warm in the daytime.
I got my Macado French fries here. Yeah, Barry, when we go offline, I'll talk to you about some stuff about, I don't like to live in isolation, but I hear you loud and clear, man.
I'm kind of getting used to it, Bob.
Mm-hmm. Well, I'd never told anybody about having to go stand in the bread line, and we did, just like.
I did too. Several times.
Yep. Yeah, Mrs. is home. She likes. We just were standing there at the sliding glass door, looking at those lights, the string of lights, and they're not really installed, but yeah, just run them over this direction, over top of the deck, and all that, and we'll be good. It's okay.
Mm-hmm. We don't even see you all together, but you guys are such a cute couple. I don't know why nobody said that already, but
what's that?
We've never seen you two together, but damn it, you guys are a cute couple.
You guys, Bob, you are really cute. With her.
Thank you.
The way I just know that you love her very, very much.
Oh, completely, absolutely, yes, yeah. It's I don't know the old saying of soulmates. We met on the internet like this, and I saw her for the first time on a webcam. She made me wait 3 or 4 different times talking to her before she got on a webcam, and I went, wow, there you are. That's there you are. That's her right there. I just knew it. It was like I waited for her for 4 years. 4 freaking years, It's just like, yeah, I like her a little bit. Yeah. She has been fired a numerous amount of times, but I like her a little bit. McDonald's.
I'm sure she's disowned you a few times too, Bob.
More than once. Yeah.
My brother married his elementary school sweetheart. That was so cool.
Oh, that's cool.
And they hadn't seen each other for years. And it was about the time he went into the army. He was still in training, and they hooked up again, talked, and then next thing you know, he was like, she's like, well, I'm over at Mom's house, and they had, her parents hadn't moved in all that time since elementary. And then he told me about it.
Mm-hmm.
He said, so big brother, you ready to come to my wedding? And I said, what?
There you go.
Yeah. He said, remember Kristen? And I said, the one that you chased around like a lost puppy? He said, I did not. I said, yes, you did. I said, she was cool. And he said, well, I'm marrying her. And I was like, hell yeah.
Oh yeah, North and South. I put on the persona of being a sick pervert and whatever because I like
Bob
acting.
is really goofy. Okay.
Yeah.
We all know Bob is goofy. He's not really like that. And he really does love his wife.
Absolutely. Very much. Very much. Mm-hmm.
Bob just acts that way because he was in the Air Force, and they made him walk through that gas chamber, and I think his mask was leaking just a little bit.
Yeah, with little oxygen deprivation. Yeah.
My brother said he was so sick when he come out of that room.
Oh, dude, yeah.
He had to do that too. I mean, he was so sick. He said,
"Oh my God, man!"
He hit the ground. He hit the ground. He was vomiting so hard. He had no strength left.
I had
his arms,
mucus
his legs were shaking,
pouring out of my nose and my mouth. I remember the gas is going off. The instructor's there in a full mop suit, and you got to make sure you're all sealed up and all that stuff. And then he goes, now take your masks off. So everybody pull them off, and he says, now your name, rank, and serial number. And we just barely got through that. Put your mask back on. Now, okay, you guys are done. You can leave. It's like a booth. It's like 6 or 8 guys in a row. Dumbass is standing by the door, and he's just standing there like. And I said, I got open the door, for God's open the fucking door! I'm screaming, and he just finally opened the door and let us out. We all piled out of there, man. That stuff, baby, I won't forget that.
Yeah, most people don't.
Night fishes.
Good night, fishes. The shame of it is, I'm sorry, go ahead, Corey.
Oh, go ahead, Barry. Finish.
The shame of it is that was long before small little convenient cell phones came around. They had cameras in them. We were still on VHS-C, when he was, he was in the Army. So he was 82nd Airborne. I'm proud of my little brother. He just, dude, when he puts that uniform on, you see all those, he's decorated. He looks like a damn Christmas tree. But I'm proud of him. He worked hard for every bit of it.
Night Teresa and John Boy.
I'll never forget that basic training hazing in the Air Force where they threw popcorn at us until we cried. The guys in the other services is, well, really? No, dude, I'm joking. Ours sucked just as much as yours did.
All right, you guys. It's almost 2:00 in the morning here, about 20 minutes away. I'm gonna go ahead and chat. We've been on for like 2.5 hours. This is my last Friday, unless Fishes wants to switch off or something like that. But Fishes will be taking over Fridays, so you can go over there. Yeah, don't forget that Turds Day is at 10 a.m. on Thursdays. Wednesday is Wind Down Wednesdays at 7 p.m. And then my Sunday nights at 11. Thank you guys for watching. Also, don't forget, you can be a member as little as 99 cents a month. That's $12 a year. And you get me all the time.
No.
Oh, so much fun. Oh, but yeah, thanks guys for coming in and paying attention to us. And we had a really good fun night. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up on your way out, and we will see you all next time. Bye-bye.
Courtney, can you just next time wear bubble wrap and nothing else?
I can try. I don't think anybody else wants to see that, though.